Good morning. Good morning. We're out here. We may be retired, but we have not expired. And we will fight back. We will fight back. So I'm just going to read a statement that the deposed, the deposed executive board approved as a statement about the AFSCME takeover of our association. And there are copies being passed around so you can get one. On February 22nd, AFSCME President Lee Saunders placed the DC37 Retirees Association under emergency administratorship. 6 to 8, good, you can react to that. 6 to 8 AFSCME staffers barged into our office, seized books and records, and changed the locks. We think illegally changed the locks to our office.
Shame!
Our website content was changed. If you want to read about the fight back against Medicare Advantage and you go to the DC37 Retirees Association website, guess what? You won't find it there because there's a sanitized version of the website that could be an AFSCME website from anywhere in the United States. It doesn't deal with the issues that New York City retirees face. Our ability to meet our members' problems ended at that moment. We were open throughout the COVID epidemic and have been forced to make do with a much reduced office staff. The folks were on the job that day and they suffered an emotional and mental distress that shook them to their core.
Shame on them! Shame!
Our staff were treated like dogs.
Shame on them!
There were attempts to take people's personal cell phones. It was not a pretty picture.
Elder abuse!
Elder abuse!
Elder abuse! Elder abuse! Elder abuse! Elder abuse!
AFSCME said this was done because we failed to submit IRS 990 forms.
It's not true. That's a lie.
They also say our books were not audited. We gave all needed information to our accountant to meet those requirements. We never received a notification from the IRS.
Never.
I want to add that we also never received notification from AFSCME or DC37, which is their responsibility as well.
Never.
When we learned there was a problem, we started taking corrective action immediately. Ann Widger, who was named administrator of the Retiree Association, you could boo when you hear Ann Widger's name mentioned. She said in a statement to our members, I realize that some will say this is about the current debate about retiree health care for New York City retirees. She said, she said, make no mistake, it is not. We say,
Bullshit.
I'm trying to keep it clean. Yes, Ann, that's exactly what it's about. That's exactly. We also say this quote-unquote debate, her word, is a matter of life and death.
Life and death.
Life and death to the older.
Life and death. Life and death. Life and death. Life and death.
We know an older population with serious health conditions that will be compromised by a Medicare Advantage known to put profits ahead of patients' needs must be fought, and we will fight back.
We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back.
Yes, our accountant failed to file the necessary forms. However, 1 month before the AFSCME action, our board, the board of the Retirees Association of Council 37, voted to resume our contributions to help pay for the legal case filed by the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. We were contributing $2,000 a month, and we've been doing that for over a year. We just resumed with retroactive payments back to July 1st, and we think that's why AFSCME swooped in.
When they say cut back, we say fight back.
They say cut back.
We say fight back.
If they say cut back.
We say fight back.
If they say sit back.
We say fight back.
We say fight back.
We say fight back.
Last,
And we want every goddamn case.
so just, I'm hearing, we won every case that has come before the court.
We won. We won.
They are before various stages at the appellate level, and we think we're going to continue to win.
Yes, we will win.
Last June, Widger, thank you, sent us a threatening memo warning us not to continue our contributions. We refuse to buckle under. We support the fight against the deal made by the Municipal Labor Committee, including our AFSCME Council 37 and the city. That's the real crime that we are being punished for.
Shame on them.
Shame on them. We would have hoped that our national union would stand with us in this fight. Indeed, AFSCME says they're in favor of traditional Medicare, as proven by numerous resolutions passed at conventions over the years. Instead, they are punishing us for our fight to maintain us.
Hypocrites.
Many of us have spent over 50 years as members of AFSCME fighting for the benefits we need today. Our Constitution says we exist. That's the Constitution of the Retirees Association.
That is correct.
Says that we exist to expand and protect the rights and benefits of New York City retirees. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we will continue to fight for. We refuse to have our health benefits diminished by a plan to force retirees into a privatized, for-profit Medicare disadvantage plan. Today is not the end. Today is the next chapter of the struggle. Stay together. There is a sign-up sheet being passed around. We're trying to resurrect our email blast list because when AFSCME took us over, they took control of that as well. So, Ann Widger can send stuff. Ann Widger, she can reach our members by print and by emails. We want to build up our email blast capability so we can reach as many people as possible. So I want to pass the mic.
Who's got the power? We have the power. 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 What kind of power? We have the power. Who's got the power? We have the power. What kind of power?
I've heard from retirees across the United States and in Hawaii about this fight is their fight and our fight. They came in here like stormtroopers. We would have left the front door open and sisters and brothers, but obviously they don't preach what they practice. I have 2 words for them, and it's not happy birthday.
Union busting is disgusting. Union busting! Union busting! Union busting! Union busting!
Union busting!
Union busting!
It's disgusting!
Union busting!
So, Brother Ed, our longtime president of the association, that's what just during COVID, I just want to say, he asked AFSCME for help because we were working with a skeleton crew upstairs here. They didn't send anybody. They sent no help. And I just wanted, he didn't say this, but he used to say this all the time. They say that this Medicare Advantage plan is better than what we have. So, when we first heard about this, Ed and I brought it to COMRO. We spoke to this young lady over here, Marianne Pizziola, who'll speak later on, who's led a glorious fight against this Medicare Advantage plan. But Ed's words at the beginning, if you believe that Medicare Advantage is better than traditional Medicare and our supplement, there's some bridges on the East River that he'd like to sell you. So I'm going to ask a few of our retiree leaders to come up and speak. Aurea, would you please? Aurea,
She can use the microphone.
Whatever you're comfortable.
No, the microphone. Give her the microphone.
Oh, the easier one. This is the easier one. Right into the center.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thanks the Lord that we are here and we want to fight this injustice that is done to the retirees. That's number 1. We, the retirees, have good representation. Leaders from the past that know the history of the union. These people that are here now, the new leaders, are there for the money. They're getting paid for $300,000 and up, and some of our retirees, like the 372 retirees, the ladies that work crossing the school, the lunchroom workers, they don't even get a pension of $1,000. That's how sad it is. Because they work part-timers, but still, they were in the street with the fuels, winter, summer, and spring, in the rain, and they are not even getting good benefits in the pension. Now, we, the retirees, have been fighting this since 2019 by the grace of God and the strength of Mary Ann Pistotolo. We own her, that no one has paid a premium since then. And the other group that started this from the beginning, and thank you, the ladies that we started from the very beginning, I think it's Brock. So I thank them because we've been participating since then. And this has grown nationally. We have to support NYC public retirees and donate whatever you can. And President Pizzotto has been great. Our president, former president, AFSCME, was strong, and he didn't take any bullshit for Henry Garrido. He Henry was full of shit. So now, Lee Sanders is full of shit. Our national president is a piece of shit. You know why? Because our leadership attempted several times, many times, to meet with him, and he never answered the call. Ann Bridges is the puppet employee of Lee Saunders. He says, jump, she says, how high? And she is not even a retiree, so she doesn't feel for us. Because she doesn't know what it is to be retired and your health falling apart like me. I had a heart attack. These people do not give a damn about us. They want us dead, but we show them that we got strength, we got will, and we got power. And we got retirement power. And it's everybody, black, white, Latinos. We are united in this fight. This is a unity. This is the real solidarity. And our witches do not know what solidarity is. She doesn't feel it because she's not a retiree. The hell with witches. I met her in Washington, D.C., and I knew then I didn't like her, and I don't like her now. Because she has to do what they ask her to do. These people are puppets. That's what they are. And so now I'll say something in Spanish. The Spanish media has been silent on this issue. And I have given information to one guy from Telemundo and another lady from Univision, and they're not even addressing this. Shame on them. The Latino community doesn't even know what the hell is going on. Okay, yeah. All right, so los canales latinos, Univision, Telemundo, ellos están dormidos, están en una coma. Ellos no han puesto nada de esta batalla que estamos teniendo aquí los jubilados de Nueva York. Nosotros, los latinos, estamos sin ninguna información. Y hay muchos latinos que están sufriendo esta desgracia que AFSCME y DC37 lo hizo. Ahora tenemos una campeona que era la concejal de Loisaid, Margarita López. Ahora Margarita López is a total councilwoman. She has a show called Feminismo Global. I know, I'm going to say this, but I don't know. Feminismo Global en Manhattan Network Cable. Margarita López era una concejal de aquí de Nueva York, una luchadora por la gente. Ella tiene un show en el canal de Manhattan Network Cable y esta servidora, ahora Manuel, ha estado en ese canal 2 veces defendiendo los derechos de nosotros los jubilados. Y ella ha puesto ese show en este canal Manhattan Network Cable, and that's located on 104th Street. So we're about to film this show coming up. It's going to be about AFSCME taking over what belongs to us. They don't give us any money. They don't do a damn thing for us. So we are here to fight to the end, and we're going to restore our office. They don't pay for that. They're not on the list. They came from out of state like a gangbuster, Gestapo style. I scare our staff, our treasurer, that he is the best treasurer that any organization can ever have. We have good leaders behind us. Thank you. And support Marianne Piscitolo and the NYC Retirees organization. We need to win this, and we're going to kick their ass. What do we want? 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 And what do we want? What do we want? And when do we want it? Now. And when do we want it? Now. And when do we want it? Now.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sally Ross. And I was a school bus for 35 years, working out there in that cold. And for the benefit that when they took with the job, when I was working, the people that we had, they didn't take care of us. So number one, I don't care what nobody said. Charlie Hughes took Local 372 school crossing guard, and he fighted for us to get a pension because we didn't have a pension. So now they're trying to mess up with the health cover for us, and that's not right. A lot of us have problems. I had problems. I'm a 4-time cancer survivor, and I'm still fighting. And if you try to take away my coverage, it can't help me. And I'm not ashamed to tell the people Even though I worked out there 35 years, I get a pension, I get a Social Security, and it still don't come out to $2,000 a month. So I have to go to the doctor. So if you try to take my benefit from me, it's not going to help me. So you want to see me die?
Shame! 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 Shame!
I'm gonna still be around. And what these people trying to do to us is not right. And we have to fight for our things that we want. So thank y'all for coming out. And remember one thing, God love you and I love you.
When they say cut back, we say cut back. When they say cut back, when they say cut back,
We say fight
when
back.
they say cut back,
We say fight
when
back.
they say cut back, when they say cut back.
So the next speaker is Stu Ebers. Stu is the head of COMRO, the coalition of...
Thank you, Neil. I've known Neil over 50 years. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
In the womb.
Now we're headed to shoot.
For those who don't know what COMRO is, it's a council of municipal retiree organizations. We have almost 20 different unions represented at the table, all types of unions.
Speak right into it. Speak right into that mic.
DC37 Retirees, the UFT, Teamsters Local 237, Uniform Services, Professional Staff Congress, Council of School Administrators, etc., etc. We have some very wide group of people politically. We have, sitting next to each other literally a few months ago, we had Progressive Labor Party person sitting next to a birther. And what unites us, despite we disagree on everything else, is that we are retirees. We all work for our benefits, and the city and the MLC is trying to take these benefits away from us. Among the leaders in this fight from day one was Neil Frumkin. The following is the formal statement that COMRO has issued that will be in the chief this week. The Council of Municipal Retiree Organizations opposes AFSCME taking control of the DC37 Retirees Association. We regret that AFSCME's national leadership took this extreme action. COMRO delegates and DC37 Retiree Association officials, Bob Gervasi, President, Ed Hissick, past President, and Neil Frumkin, the Vice President for Inter-Union Relations, have been in the forefront of protecting retiree health care benefits since February of 2021. At that time, we first learned about the de Blasio administration's attempt to privatize our Medicare benefits. Thank you. COMRO requested the Municipal Labor Committee allow Ed Hissick to represent COMRO at the MLC meetings in which our retiree health care benefits were discussed. MLC Council rejected his request, thereby silencing over 250,000 retirees. Ed then testified on behalf of COMRO and the DC37 retirees before the City Council Civil Service and Labor Committee meeting on Medicare Advantage in October 2021. That was the first hearing when our supposed friend Ida D. Miller, also a former DC37 chapter president, was the chair of that committee. When the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees began its judicial and legislative efforts to protect our Medicaid benefits, our Medicare benefits, the DC37 retirees fully supported their efforts with their words, actions, and funds.
Yes. Yes.
After the retirees helped support maintenance of traditional Medicare benefits through 3 lawsuits and a second City Council hearing, AFSCME began to threaten the DC37 Retirees Association based on charges of misusing our retiree dues. She said nothing. When the RA resumed financial support for my counselor, AFSCME then used the accountant's failure to file IRS Form 990 to take over the administration of the Retirees Association. This subterfuge speaks for itself. Constructive criticism of union policy will not be tolerated by your national union.
That's it.
COMRO will continue to work together with our DC37 Retiree Association colleagues for healthcare justice and equity for all New York City municipal employees, active and retired. We remain together in this struggle. Thank you all for coming today.
This one, the executive board that was deposed by AFSCME has a hearing. Any member of AFSCME can attend. You have to register either by calling Ms. Shawn Plum, SHAUN PLUM, at 202-429-1211 or Shawn S. Plum at AFSCME.org.
Email doesn't work.
No, the email does work. It's S-Plum.
S
Plum.
at AFSCME.org.
That works. I used it today. It works, sir.
Also, on the 21st, there is the next court hearing is going to be heard at the courtroom at 27 Madison Avenue in the afternoon. People should get there at no later than 2 p.m. Madison Avenue, near East 25th Street. And we need to show the judge with our physical presence that we are continuing this fight.
What's the day is that?
That is the 21st of March. That's the next thing on the agenda. And if you want to be in touch with DC37 Retirees, you can do it at DC37Retirees at gmail.com. Okay. Next, we have to move this along, so I'm going to ask the speakers to please speak more briefly than some of the speeches have been up to now, because Mother Nature
She's working with us. She's working with us, though. She's working.
It is women's history.
Her story. Her story. Her story.
So Mother Nature is cooperating. So I'm going to ask the speaker from Trump.
When we fight, we win.
When we
fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Who's coming up? Who's coming up? He's got the mic.
We have been in the street for 3 years and we are not stopping. This is the beginning. This is just the beginning of a fight. And I just want to say real quick, because I hear Neil, I was an officer in DC37 in the local, and they fought for me. The union fought for me. They fought for gay rights for me.
Yes.
What happened to them? What happened to them? It just breaks my heart. And you know what? We are going to fight back and we are going to win. It is so disgusting what they are doing to their members and retirees. So folks, let's fight back.
Union busting is disgusting. Union busting is disgusting. That 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 union busting is disgusting.
Union busting
Is disgusting.
I just want to say a couple.
Quickly, thank you very much. I just want to tell you, when I first became the president of my local at DC37, a union official at DC37 came up to me and said, Ed, I never understood what he was saying, but this is what he said to me. Be careful of your treasury. Don't let it get too high, because AFSCME likes cash. AFSCME has a voracious appetite for cash. A little later on, when I was still a new president, a member came up to me and said, he was a computer programmer. I was the president of Local 2627. There are some members here today, retirees. He said to me, who is AFSCME? So I explained to him AFSCME. And I thought I did a fairly good job. He turned and walked away from me, stopped, looked back at me. He said, it's too bad we didn't have a chance to join a real union like the Teamsters. And I say this because this is my dream. And it should be your dream, that we have a union that represents us instead of trying to screw us.
Yes, yes, yes. When I say senior, you say power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. When I say senior, you say power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power. Senior. Power.
Our next speaker,
Santos right there.
is Michelle Keller. She is the drum major at demonstration after demonstration. And you know, there was a woman who spoke after the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. She marched up to the stage. Her name was Claire Lemlick, and she said, in Yiddish, I have something to say. It sparked a strike of garment workers way back when, 107 years ago. Here's Michelle. She's got something to say.
Thank you so much, Theo. Thank you. So good morning. Who are we?
Retirees!
Who are we? Retirees! Who are we? Retirees! Who are we? Retirees! So, I'm Michelle Keller. I'm here to support our retirees and our officers. Because they're true. True constitutionally, safeguarding and fighting to improve our retirement compensation as retired employees and employees in training. True to the fight to save and preserve traditional Medicare for all Americans. True to your sisters of color in all of our unions who do the work on minimum salary because they love New York City. Front-facing, vulnerable, and often unseen. Ask me, we are all better than this. Everyone is watching. 9 years in violation of your financial code? This just does not sound right. Retiree members are a vital part of every union. Our new members are here. And they are not going anywhere. Retirees have built and rebuilt New York City. Restore security to our retirement. We have earned it. Our leaders, such as Marianne, she is us. This is not a rogue outfit. This is us. When we fight, we win. 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 When we fight, we win.
Thank you, Michelle. Now, an officer from the 1st Precinct asked a couple housekeeping if we can keep a little bit away from the building so there is space for people to pass by.
Okay.
And we can't block the entrance to 75.
Okay.
So let's not
I'm a
block.
leaseholder. I think I can block the entrance.
That's true. A leaseholder.
Okay.
Let them join us. We can go across the street.
No.
No, he's keeping it here because it's civil.
We're gonna stay here.
Why not?
We're good, we're good.
Okay. Is Greg Harriers here?
Behind you.
Oh, come on, Greg.
Greg Harriers, Labor for Traditional Medicare.
And the voice.
Yeah, hi, my name's Greg Hires. I'm with Labor for Traditional Medicare. We're in here to fight to support all of you. And I'm a former staffer at DC37. I used to cover the Retirees Association when I worked for the newspaper at the union. And I can tell you that these are the most honorable and honest people that I know, and this is a total scam, what AFSCME is doing to a total disgusting power grab to take control of what they're doing and to fight the lawsuit that Marianne here is leading. So, and also it's a disgrace that they are supporting Medicare Advantage, which amounts to the privatization of Medicare, and it goes against their own policy. They have passed resolutions supporting traditional Medicare and opposing Medicare Advantage, and now years later they're supporting this scheme. Keep up the fight. You guys are on the side of the angels.
One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer,
One day stronger.
one day longer,
One day stronger.
one day longer.
One day stronger. Now I'm going to call on somebody I met about 3 years ago via Zoom, because that was the, I'm going to be careful what I say because she could give me a smack across the head. Who knows? Our leader, your leader, the workers' leader, from not hyperbole, because people in Washington State, retirees facing the same issue, in Illinois, in Delaware, and Vermont,
Ithaca, Portland,
and
Fresno,
and as they say in advertising, and more, are signing up to join this fight. Marianne Pizzola.
What do we want? 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 And when do we want it? 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 And if we don't get it, and if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. 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 If we don't get it, shut it down.
Hey everyone, I'm sure most of you know me. For those that don't, I'm Marianne Pizzola. I'm the leader of New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. We are a grassroots organization that organized retirees from New York City municipal service from around the country, wherever they reside today. We started out in August of 2021, where we invited 40 people to a Zoom call to try to help us with this issue. 17 showed up and 5 volunteered. We then started a Facebook page, a PayPal platform, and we tried our hardest to reach out to everyone because no one was helping us, because we found out about this privatization of Medicare from a newspaper article. Thank God for journalists. That said, yes, and more of them need to be unionized as well. So we are retired labor, we are retired union, we're also retired managers who work for the city who are non-union, and this affects each and every one of us. What they did was they negotiated away our right to our Medicare, traditional Medicare with our city supplement, so that they can give raises to active workers and they don't even know that this happened. Most of them don't know. Some of them are finally paying attention. Right now, our organization is not just fighting for our own cause. We're helping others, like Neil said. We're helping the transit retirees because they did the same thing to them. Retirees in Ithaca, Portland, Delaware, Washington, Vermont, and we just got a call from Fresno. This keeps happening because insurance companies, greedy for-profit companies, keep going around the country, convincing unions that they can give them a plan that's better than traditional Medicare. It's called Medicare Advantage, and it comes with a debit card or a Fitbit or silver sneakers, and it's a perk, and it's better than what you got now. But they don't tell you the small print that not every doctor accepts it, not every hospital accepts it. You can go out of network, they tell you, but of course if you do, what they don't tell you is it could cost you more money, and you are saddled with the prior authorization. You have to get permission from insurance before you can see the out-of-network doctor. This is a burden that retirees and the disabled do not need. Right now, your doctor makes all care decisions for you and treatment decisions for you. Under Medicare Advantage, and I don't care what Michael Mulgrew or Henry Garrido says, that this is a custom plan made especially for us. It doesn't matter.
Union busting is disgusting.
They didn't count on us standing up and fighting back, but they woke up a sleeping giant, and you guys are that giant.
Didn't count, didn't count, didn't count, didn't count, didn't count, didn't count.
So what they did to DC37 Retirees was an attempt to help to stop funding the litigation so that it would cripple our fight. What that did is making it stronger because it made more of you more upset that it tried to silence them.
When they say cut back, 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 when they say cut back. All right, we're growing, let's get this going.
Good morning, revolutionary. I am a 90-year-old retiree. And I am saying to Mayor Adams and the MLC, don't touch my Medicare. Say it with me. Don't touch
My Medicare. One more time. Don't touch my Medicare.
Last year, Aetna made $1 billion.
Will it be? $1 billion.
On the backs of retirees like you and me.
Shame! 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 Shame!
We have right and justice on our side, and they have money and greed on theirs. But let me tell you, we will win.
We will win. Let's go. We will win. We will win. We will win. You believe it? We will win. Do you believe it? We will win. Do you believe it? We will win. Do you believe it? We will win.
Mayor Adams, Mr. Saunders, Mr. Barada, we are an volunteer army of retirees resisting injustice, and we vote. We
vote. We vote. We vote.
Me that their time is over. Their time is over. And we retirees will fight to the end. We'll fight to the end. We are not giving up. We are not giving in. We will prevail.
Who's got the power?
We got the power. We got the power. We got the power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power? What kind of power? What kind of power?
Now, if Evie, who's 90 years young, is out here, we can all be out here, and we can outlast all the Doritos, and the Saunders, and the Ann Widgers, and we're going to fight till we win. Now, I just want to remind, across the street is Sexy Sally. Sally's got a sign-up sheet. When Ann Widger, who called me to our office, They got rid of our ability, the board, the elected board of retirees, can no longer communicate via email blast. We are trying to resurrect our capability, and Sally is collecting names, phone numbers, and email addresses. That's Sally over there waving her hand.
Sally waving her hand.
So if you get a moment, you'll do it this second. Please sign up so we can resurrect our email list. Thank you.
One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day longer. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger.
Okay, now we were supposed to have Donald AFSCME try to call me before. I don't know if he's here or he had a problem. If he's here, please come up. No? All right.
Excuse me, Mary.
So,
My name is Jay Sherman. I've written to you and Melissa before.
so I'd
That
like to
212
open
number
up
you
for a
gave
little
me
while
for
if
the
people want to make
that
some brief
woman in
comments. It's not an elite group over here. You can make a few statements, so please keep it short, because we don't know how long this rain is going to stay away. We had originally planned to march over to 55 Water Street, but I don't think we're going to do that because they're expecting soaking rain. So let's finish up over here.
Next speaker. Next speaker.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
All right, brother.
I said these are our streets, huh? That's right.
Whose streets?
Listen, my name is Angel. I'm his Romano. I'm a retiree. I'm with a group called Radical Elders. We support you fully. We're going to have a rally next week in front of Social Security on 48th Street. Radical Elders wants to kick out private health insurance companies such as Medicare Advantage plans. We want to end prior approvals, denials, delay of care by profit-making Medicare Advantage plans. We want to stop out-of-pocket costs, premiums, deductibles, co-pays, and co-insurance. And we want to expand Medicare services, include dental, vision, hearing, mental health, and long-term care. So I hope you support me in this. I support you. We've gone through all your rallies, die-ins. We support you. Marianne is the best qualified leader. We
Yeah,
love you.
elephant. Who street?
Our street.
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 Union all day long. Union.
All day long.
Union.
All day long.
Union. 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 Who's next?
So a lot of us been getting emails from Ann Widger. It's like when I was a kid, you know, at a certain Jewish holiday, when you say Haman's name, you're supposed to
The Graga, right?
the Graga, you're supposed to make a lot of terrible noise. So we're doing that for Ann Widger.
Yeah.
Ann Widger. I just want to bear in mind the retiree elected officials, and I was one. I don't know if I said my name at the beginning. Neil Frumkin. And I've been-
Neil.
I've been on the board of retirees for almost 20 years, and my salary is zero. The board members of DC37 are paid zero. We've been taken over by AFSCME. Ann Widger makes a salary of over $200,000, which is not uncommon in the labor movement today, with a crop of people who are more akin to the bosses they're supposed to be fighting against than us.
Dorito makes $325,000.
So every saying, Henry Garrido, for example,
$325,000.
$450,000. Several members of the presidents of DC37 locals not only earn big salaries, in the six figures, multiple six figures, but they also collect overtime on top of that, often doubling their salaries. There are locals in DC37 that have been in deficit spending for years. Where's AFSCME? Have they taken over those locals?
No!
They took us over because we're fighting against this Medicare Advantage plan. Pure and simple. Pure and simple. And we're going to continue. They can throw us out of their office, but they can't shut us up.
It's not their office.
Right. One union, one fight.
It's not their office, it's our office.
Our office.
It's paid for by our dues. Our dues.
One union, one fight. Active or retired, we will unite.
So I was referencing the letters that we get via email from Ann Widger. So one of the ex-board members who spoke before wants to say something about the ask that Ann Widger has been asking. So Aria, you're on, kid.
Hi, thanks again. Thank you everyone for coming. I forgot one thing. Anybody or everybody that is donating, contributing money to the people program in DC37, please stop giving them because you give the power. Do not contribute any money to the people program, period. DC37, let them contribute their own money from the gigantic salaries that they're getting. Do not, please, do not contribute any money to the people program. Let us refuse the pay because that money is used to support their own candidates, not ours. I used to be a VIP, I'm still a VIP, and I'm going to ask them to give me all my money back. I became a lifetime member, I paid over $250 at one point, and then it's something. Do not pay money to the people program. Hit them in the pocket and they'll see the pain. Now, United the Retirees, help NYC Public Retirees Organization and all the other groups that are involved in this to help us win this, and we are not union busting. We are fighting for what they told us to do. I was an organizer.
Yes.
I went to different states and I fought for them. I will never, ever, ever again volunteer to do phone banking, no money for the people program, nothing. And they have a lobby day in Albany, March 12th. No retiree should be a dog buster. Not one. Let them do their own fighting. Retirees did a lot in 1937, and what did they do? They took us to the curb. They came and they assaulted our staff. That's an injury to one and injury to all. They have police service and heavy Dorito. They collect the salaries, they find their stuff, and we're here fighting for our lives. Thank you for coming and please support us.
Hands off our Medicare! 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 Hands off our Medicare!
So we have a speaker from Retiree Advocates from the UFT.
Hi, I'm Gloria Brandon, and I am running for Secretary of the Retiree Chapter of the UFT, and Hispanic Fisher, he's running for Chapter Leader, and we are going to take over power from Unity Loan Group, and we are going to keep fighting as we have done for the past 3 years against our union leadership, along with the DC37 union leadership. They want to take away our Medicare with the supplements and Medigap, and we say no, we're going to stay with the current health plan that we have, and we are going to have an office in the UFT building, and we are going to keep on fighting. We support our brothers and sisters, and let's keep this going, okay?
Hello, retirees. We're all in this together. Every municipal New York City retiree is in this together, and our unions are treating us like we're
They're infantilizing us and treating us like we're in our wheelchairs and drilling in our chins and don't understand what's going on. They think that political debate will kill us, but we're here to tell them that we're going to win this debate. And all municipal retirees, Retiree Avenue, UFT is going to take back our retiree chapter, and DC37 is going to prevail in this battle to get back this office. They can shut down an office, but they can't shut us up.
Good job! Good job! And a whole lot of us UFT retirees here today, some have left, to show our support. Let's all cheer.
All right. Show me what democracy looks like. Just 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 show me what democracy looks like.
Our next speaker is a former leader, one of the largest locals of the DC37, Santos Crespo.
Thank you. Once again, I find myself being a reminder. People wind up always throwing knives at me, so I remind them of what they forget. And apparently, our international has forgotten that one of the reasons why they're there is because we, our retirees, have fought the battles to make sure that everybody was represented on a level playing field. Right? I just have a lot of questions, though. I can't understand why
the QR code for the
that far behind us, that claim. Why didn't they communicate to us and say, hey, you know, you got some missing documents here and you guys need to get this straight? Right? But they didn't do that.
I don't follow you.
They do that with our locals, but they didn't do that with us. So that winds up being very suspect. The other question I really have, was it necessary for what I hear from the staff that was in the building to come into the office like gangbusters?
Yes.
Terrorizing retirees that work there? They even wanted to take their cell phones, their personal cell phones, as though we have some sort of secret information in the phones. I mean, we deserve better than that.
Yes, we do.
We deserve much better than that, right? So where were they when we had the pandemic?
Yeah, where were they?
For several years, we couldn't function because there was a pandemic.
Where were they? Where were they?
Where were
they?
Where were they when many of us, when those beautiful towers came down, we were still working here? They were up in Washington, well, probably hiding under a desk. Probably.
They were in their suburbs.
So there's a lot of questions that need to be asked at this hearing that they're holding on the 14th as to why they did what they did. And that cockamamie letter that they dared to send out, and it's interesting that on the second page in the back, I think it might have been in the first page, right? Many people think that we did this because of the battle and the fight that you guys are engaged in regarding keeping Medicare. Isn't that interesting? Of all the things that could come out, they point to exactly what we believe is the issue at hand. My last thing, for those of us that are planning on either participating or viewing the hearing that's going to be visual, let's keep it straight. They're going to attempt to sway us into believing, right, and even though we do know the truth, and believing that the issue was not what they did in terms of us participating in our battle. We need to stick together on task. And the task is that the charges that they presented to us are basically bogus because they had the opportunity to resolve it without taking this drastic measure. So I am proud and I am glad to stand here with the leadership of that I belong to, that I wholeheartedly support, that what was done to them is purely unjustified.
Good job, brother. Good job. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't take it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't take it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't take it anymore. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't take it anymore. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't take it anymore. Who's up?
All right, I'm going to get it. The mic is open. If anybody wants to speak, please come over. Introduce yourself. And anybody here, Sally, if you want to sign to be on the email blast list, please come over. Okay.
All right, come on in, brother. Step right into the middle. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. Good to see you.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, when I got that ridiculous letter from the AFSCME asking for donations, I replied to them. I said, you have a lot of nerve to ask us for donations after you shut down our retirees union. And I can't believe that you have the gall to come to us when you're trying to kick us off of Medicare and force us onto Medicare Advantage. I'm waiting for a reply. I'll see if they answer me. But I'm not holding my breath.
Okay. All right, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody else like to speak?
Take the mic, guys. Take the mic. Take the mic. Represent. Represent. Come on. You're in training. Represent.
Good evening. Good afternoon, sisters and brothers. My name is Liz Eastman. I'm an active member of DC37, Local 375. And I just want to say there are some of us retirees in training who are supporting you. We are passing around literature. We can't always get out here because of work, but we do support you and we stand in solidarity. Thank you very much.
No justice! 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 No justice!
Hi, I'm a retired teacher of 34 years of service. I was going to talk something about the massive quid pro quo that's gone on for what, 3 years now, between the city, the unions, and pick your insurance company. It's very fluid at this time, but it's a rip-off artist to the first degree. I changed my plan because it's a very nostalgic time of year for me, because 63 years ago, right now, I was in spring training with the Braves organization in Waycross, Georgia. And at that time, players had absolutely no protections. They had a contract, they signed it. You have nothing. What you did on the field is what caused you to get demoted or promoted. But I'll tell you right now, in 1972, I believe it was 72, Kurt Flood challenged that with a labor leader by the name of Marvin Miller. And I think Marvin Miller, I think of Marianne, because he was, indeed, Kurt Flood and him and Marvin Miller were the Davids, and the Major League Baseball was the Goliath. And he won that case. And all the benefits that go to the players today are attributed to them. So thank you, Marianne. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Did you play for the
Organize. Don't take no hit.
High minors.
Organize. Don't take no hit. Retirees will never quit. Organize. Don't take no hit. Retirees will never quit. Organize. Don't take no hit. Retirees will never quit. Right into that mic. Check it.
Okay, my name is Gerald Bojani, and I'm a retiree from City School High School, a UFT member, and also a for retiree advocates. I just want to say that this victory that we have had was such an inspiring thing, because there have been so few victories over the past couple of decades. And now we see that the ruling class is helping to stop us by bringing in heavy battalions of the labor bureaucracy to treat us like we're dirt. we're not dirt, that we represent tens of thousands of people and retirees across the city. And we need, I'm sorry to have to say this, but we need to find a way to get them on the street with us. I don't know how to reach all these people. I know what is going on with UFC retirees and how I'm up against some of them in arguments, and they're nasty when they support this change and the abolition of Medicare for us. But I want us to put our thinking caps on and try to figure ways to actually reach all of our retiree comrades who don't maybe even know what's going to happen to them.
Nice to be
And this is the biggest challenge of our time for us in this struggle to save Medicare, because across the United States, the Congress and the ruling class and the insurance companies have paid lots of money to abolish Medicare and privatize health care. So I just wanted to say that so that we can put our thinking caps on and try to figure out how to actually reach the other people who are going to be drastically affected by this.
Thank you so much, sister. What do we want? We got to get this right. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Said, what do we want? Said, what do we want? And when do we want it? 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 And if we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down. We don't get it, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Get it? Shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. We don't get it. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down.
So, went ahead, just went upstairs and knocked on the door and asked me. It must be lunchtime. And asked me. They didn't come downstairs. We didn't see them.
They come
asked me. They took over our offices, was not at home. Who is servicing the members?
Exactly.
Who is servicing the members? During COVID, people came in. They're vilifying our treasurer. He came in. He's 83 years old. He came in. He did the work that needed to be done. Where's Ann Widger? Where's Ann Widger? She's not meeting the members' needs. I just want to remind people of our to-do list.
Yes, yes.
On the 14th, there is a judicial panel hearing. Make no mistake about it. It's a kangaroo court. It's a star chamber. It's not a legal proceedings that we expect justice in.
And you can't have an attorney.
And you can't have an attorney. We are going to be there to speak our piece because we're in the right. If you want to go online, again, you can register splum at AFSCME.org. splum, P-L-U-M, at AFSCME.org. It is going to be held via Zoom. You must be on camera the entire time. You can't have more than one. They have so many rules. It's here to have people not participate. I asked Ms. Plum for an accommodation because a lot of our members don't have computers, are not on the internet, can't go on by a landline phone. You can do that on Zoom, but they're saying you must have a video feed, otherwise you can't participate, they will kick you out. So it's not fair, it's not geared towards being able for the members to see what's going on. It's a closed court, it's a star chamber, but we want to be there and speak our piece, as I said. The other point that I want to make is the 21st of March, court hearing, 27
Madison Avenue.
Madison Avenue near East 25th Street. 2 o'clock. If you get there earlier, it's a good idea. We don't know when the hearing will be held, but we want to pack the courtroom to show the judges we mean business. And if we don't fit in the courtroom, we'll be outside showing we mean business. So I want to thank, on behalf of the deposed members of the executive board.
Yes.
We thank you for your support in the past. We thank you for your support today. And we want to stand with you in the years to come, fighting this battle and many others that will come before retirees. We may be retired, we haven't expired, and we will fight back. Thank you all for coming. Everybody get home safely, and we'll see you again at the next event.